Israel, in addition to the almost $4 billion a year that we send.
Oh, no.
And for some reason, Joe Biden thought giving Israel those weapons would cause them to not invade Rafah, where over 1.5 million Palestinians have fled for survival. Make some noise, Chicago! Chicago, I can't hear you. She said, make some noise. We did not expect this in the forecast today, sorry. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Chicago! We are out here today, 8 months into a genocide. That if genocide Joe Biden really wanted to end, he could do it in a snap of a finger. Genocide Joe can withhold military transfers of weapons in the snap of a finger, and he chooses not to. Instead, what he did, which we got word of today, is at the shore when the U.S. set up an entry point for aid. Israel went into an aid truck that was from that ship and went into Palestinian areas where there are refugees running and fleeing from the bombardment, and got out of that truck and held a military attack. Before they installed that structure at the shore, we knew something like this would happen. This was nothing more than a tactical decision by the U.S. military and by Israel to allow another entry point for Israel to go into the Palestinian cities in Gaza and attack the people who have been fleeing a genocide. And again, Genocide Joe could end this, and he's choosing not to. That's why today there are people surrounding the White House making clear to him that we will not forget that when he said Rafah was a red line and he would withhold military aid if Israel enters Rafah, we knew that that was bullcrap then, and we're holding him accountable now. We continued for the past 8 months to shut it down. We've protested Joe Biden twice. We've gone after Dick Durbin, Jan Schakowsky, Sean Casten, and even now Raja Krishnamurti. And are making every single congressperson in the state of Illinois' life as miserable as possible. Because even though Jan Schakowsky claims to be an ally, Jan Schakowsky issued a letter to Joe Biden saying that you need to prevent and stop weapons transfers to Israel. Not a month went by, and she voted in favor to send billions of more in military aid to Israel. So when we tell our Congress people here, we don't want your lip service, we don't want your letters to the president or to anyone, we want action, we mean voting against military aid to Israel. And throughout these 8 months, our elected officials here are getting a taste of what is to come in August when the DNC convention takes place. We will be out there that week, marching, chanting against CPD's will because they threatened peaceful protesters. And they said just because you're protesting doesn't mean it's free speech and protected under the First Amendment. That tactic that they're using right now is to just scare us. But we have people coming in to Chicago during that week from New York, from the Bay Area, from LA, from all Midwest. We have people from Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida, all around the country are going to be storming this city and shutting it down and making our voices cleared to all of our elected officials and hold every single one of them accountable, not even the ones just in Illinois, but those who are coming from around the country.
Hello everyone, my name is Jenna and I'm here representing Students for Justice in Palestine, Chicago. We recognize that the tragedy that is happening in Palestine, that is happening in Gaza, is a tragedy that is happening everywhere. The families in Rafah are our families. The mothers of Gaza are our mothers. The brothers and sons of Gaza are our brothers and our sons. So when the people of Palestine suffer, we all suffer. There is no graduating class of 2024 in Gaza. As the Palestinian people called for justice and an end to the brutal genocide, the students here called for divestment and disclosure. In universities across the world, not just in the United States, black, brown, and white students and all the colors in between refused to remain complicit. But our calls were silenced, and our students were targeted. Today, as I speak, we learn of another massacre. The Nusrat massacre would not have been possible without the United States. While it hasn't been confirmed, the U.S. is assumed to have used one of the few functioning humanitarian ports into Gaza as a decoy to infiltrate and commit this massacre that unfolded today. We know that the United States will unconditionally back the settler colonial state of Israel. Even when a so-called red line is thrown around, the red line becomes green. What we have seen for the past 8 months is that imperialism is more important than Palestinian lives. The bombing of Al-Shifa Hospital, which costed hundreds of Palestinian lives, the Rafah massacre, which claimed 45 Palestinian lives within a refugee camp. Time and time again, we have heard Israeli officials say this is what happens during war. Innocent lives get caught in the crossfire. It is not war, implying that Palestinian lives are no more than collateral damage to Israel. Despite the world leaders turning their back on our people, we have consistently shown up for 8 months. We have opened the eyes. We have opened the eyes of the ignorant. We have forced universities into shame. Federal legislators know no peace, and we will continue to wreak havoc on all of those that fund, benefit, and indulge in any bit of the death and destruction in Gaza. This is not normal. This is not a normal time, and so long as we are here, we will make that known. Gaza will be liberated. Gaza will be rebuilt. Palestine will be liberated from the river to the sea. May the hands of the people ensure the end of the genocide and liberation of everyone. The Palestinian liberation movement will sustain itself solely because we're driven by the truth. We are driven by justice. We're driven by unfathomable love. Free Palestine, and may Palestine free you all.
That's all it means. For the last 8 months, we've been coming out here on a weekly basis. Why? To demand what? Justice. To demand freedom. To demand an end to the genocide that our government is complicit in. Over 40,000 Palestinians have been killed. There are thousands still under the rubble. In the last 24 hours, another 210 and rising Palestinians have been killed with U.S.-made weapons, with U.S. tax dollars. And Genocide Joe has the nerve to come to Chicago for the DNC to claim his nomination for President of the United States. A genocide enabler, a funder of war crimes and crimes against humanity. We are here to tell Genocide Joe that you are not welcome in Chicago! Usually, when I come up here, I address the institution. I address the police. I address the system. Sometimes I address the people in the crowd, but this speech specifically is for all of you that come out of here into these protests every Saturday, the diaspora Palestinians, the diaspora Arabs, the allies that come out to these protests every week. This is something I've been thinking about recently, and I just wanted to get it off my chest. I've been reading and watching videos and looking into the reasons why we all ended up here in the first place. We talk about Chicago like we belong here, but ultimately, why did we come here in the first place? And when you look at it, when you really start to read and understand and awaken, you understand that the sole reason why our families came here in the first place, no matter how far back you go, is because of the imperialist colonial entities dominating the world for the past 100 years. You look at the history of Haiti, the history of Yemen, the history of Palestine, the history of Syria, the history of every country that has brought its people here looking for refuge. We come here for freedom, and what we find is whitewashing. What we find is the loss of our identity. What we find is the splitting of our origin and our language and our history and our people, such that we connect with these ideas. I'm like a coconut. I'm brown on the outside and white on the inside. Oh, everyone's written this college essay. Oh, I've always felt too white for the brown people and too brown for the white people. What does that mean? Where does that come from? This is the project that we're living in. This is the colonial entity that dominates our identities, and this is the primary reason why this movement is so important to Palestine right now! My Palestinian identity has never been stronger. I have never felt more Arab. I have never felt more connected to my people. I have never felt more connected to the causes that are around me. The black struggle, the indigenous struggle, the struggle of people living under this regime is what brings us here every week. And it's why we will continue to come out here until this system is fucking dismantled. The fight for Palestine is the fight for the freedom of our minds. It is the fight to be free to choose our identity. We enjoy the freedom provided by these lands. We enjoy the freedom, but ultimately we are here to improve the world, to improve the lives of the generations that come after us. That's what we're here for. That's what we fight for. And that doesn't mean just coming out every Saturday. It means getting connected deeper where you are, in your communities, to your neighbors, to the institutions, to the schools. We come here and live in suburbs and forget that we have neighbors and forget that we have a community that we come from. Whereas back home, you can hate your aunt living upstairs because she throws the laundry over the top. You can hate the neighbor living down the street, but ultimately, you live next to them. They are the people around you. They are the people that make you who you are. So remember this. Our fight here is to be more connected to each other. Our fight here is to stay together as people. Whether something is happening in Palestine, something is happening in Yemen, something is happening in Haiti, and anywhere in the world, that is our role here. So when you leave here today, you take that with you. And that's really what our fight is. And we will not stop until Palestine is free, until the colonial system is dismantled.
For illegal settlements. And all this funded by the terrorists right here in our country. By those on Capitol Hill by Biden's administration billions and billions of dollars a year to fund the genocide and ethnic cleansing of our people. In the Sderot refugee camp, families are reeling, and guess what? So are the families here in Chicago. Just a few blocks away, their kids sleeping on streets. Our own schools are in shambles, but not because of bombs, because they say we don't have money to fund our schools. And they don't have money to help the people on the streets. $40,705,222. That's exactly how much the city of Chicago has given to bomb the schools of Gaza. Shame on them. $40 million to bomb hospitals while our own citizens can't even pay for insulin. Is that right, Chicago? No. Is that right, Chicago? No. 40,000 murdered with our tax dollars, and here we are again, another week on the streets, calling on our representatives to stop the murder, but instead they're inviting the war criminal himself into our house. Shame on them! Shame on those who call themselves our leaders, putting European settlers first. On top of this, they think they can come in August to our streets. Ha! Well, guess what? They can come, but are we going to give them a moment of peace? No! Are we going to give them a moment of peace? No! We will hold them accountable, just like we hold the damn CPD accountable for shutting down our brave students in their encampments. We will hold these monsters in our government who are complicit in this genocide accountable. And we will not let those who dehumanize us have a moment of peace on our streets, because whose streets are these? Our streets! Whose streets are these? Our streets! We will not stand for this, and we will not stand idly by while they entertain the man who slaughters our children and our mothers and our fathers in Gaza. Chicago, we cannot stop until justice is served, and we cannot stop until an end to this genocide, until an end to this ongoing Nakba, until every single person who has not actively been working to end the injustice is held accountable. We will not stop. Are you going to stop? No! We will not stop. We will keep screaming every single week until the occupation ceases to exist. I will keep screaming every single week with my mom by my side until I walk back in to my home in Ain Kadam with my grandfather's key. Until my son is free to kick the ball around Sahat al-Quds, and until I can walk into Masjid al-Aqsa without the fear of the IOF killing me while I'm praying. We will not stop until a free Palestine! Free Palestine!
At any university you look at across the country, that students protesting against genocide have been met with militarized police response. What does that say? It says this is a U.S. genocide too. Those tents that we set up at this popular university for Gaza symbolize the tents that the people of Gaza have been forced into by the bombs being dropped, the U.S.-made bombs being dropped. So when campus police, when SWAT teams, when riot police go in and destroy tents across the whole country, they are repeating symbolically the same thing this U.S. government is responsible for in Gaza, in burning the tents in Rafah. Today, in backing the killing of over 200 Palestinians. Over 200 Palestinians in one day. And the U.S. claims, the Biden administration claims, that they want a ceasefire, that they want to send in humanitarian aid. If the U.S., if Biden wanted to end this genocide, he could end it tomorrow by cutting weapons. But instead, what did they do? Instead, they let Israel continue to starve the people of Gaza, to continue to close the Rafah border crossing. Are we going to stand for that? No! Are we going to stand for that? No! built a humanitarian pier. The United States came in. Instead of forcing Israel to open up the crossing and to let food get into the people of Gaza, they built a humanitarian pier, claiming that this was the only way to get aid in, as if the U.S. couldn't get the aid in itself. And what did they do with that humanitarian pier today? They used it as cover to provide intelligence to the Israelis to bomb and kill Palestinians. So the same government that's saying they care about the people of Gaza, they care about humanitarian aid, is the same government that cut aid to UNRWA, that defunded the UN Refugee Works Agency that feeds Palestinians. It's the same government that is allowing Israel to block food to Gaza. It's the same government that used that humanitarian pier as cover to let Israel kill another 200 Palestinians today. So, when we say, what is our responsibility here in the U.S., it is our responsibility to continue coming into the streets until our government, our supposedly democratically elected government, stops committing genocide.
What happened was a counter-protester came and was arrested for assault. And so I want this to be a message, not just to everyone standing here, but to the Chicago Police Department and to every person present today. that any counter-protester or anyone that is against us that wants to come out to here will be arrested for assault. We the people will never be defeated. And the people will never be defeated. We will not settle for anything less. And from U Chicago to Northwestern to DePaul to the School of Art Institute of Chicago to UIUC and to every other encampment that was around the United States, this encampment is a memorial for them. This encampment is a memorial for all the encampments that have been destroyed by the police. And like we reiterated before, if you take down one encampment, we will come back with 2 encampments. And this also just serves as a reminder that while these tents are up in the safety and security of our people, our brothers and sisters in Gaza, their tents are being bombed. They are being genocided. They don't have tents standing to be safe in, to sleep in. They have nothing. We have everything and they have nothing. So it is our duty to stay here. It is our duty to stay here until the genocide ends. It's our duty to stay here. It's our duty to stay here until the United States stops funding Israel and stops funding Israel's military and stop funding this genocide. 2024, Gaza's fountain was established. Buckingham's fountain was taken down and Gaza's fountain is established, and Gaza's fountain will be present until the genocide ends, until Palestine is free, until every Palestinian goes home. This is our fountain, this is our city, these are our streets, this is our country, and we will not rest until the U.S. cuts ties to Israel and ends being complicit in this genocide. We at Gaza's Fountain have a message to you. Represent your people. Don't represent the people trying to kill your people. This is a message to Dick Durbin, to Tammy Duckworth, and every elected official that has not stood by the Palestinian cause and that will not stand by us. Stand by us and represent your people. We have given you many chances before. We are your constituents. We want this encampment to be the end to the genocide happening in Palestine now. We are fed up, and have them come out. Out your phones and contact your loved ones, your friends, anyone that you know. Palestinians has the right to return to home and when Palestine is free. So from the river